Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommies Reborns. Welcome back. I'm trying to get back on a good video schedule for you all. So I'm actually pre-recording. I did Oscar's video today. But I'm recording this for you for tomorrow. Well, hopefully it'll go up on schedule, which will be Thursday. So I have my newest addition here. She has shed one of her hairs on her face. Which is a full-bodied silicone Preemie Baby. So to those of you new, this is the Bella Sculpt by Jennie Lee at Wee Baby's Nursery. And she was painted by Kat Martinez at Cherished Cherubs. And you'll have to excuse the rain. Y'all can hear the rain, right? So I'm gonna do a drink and wet feeding because her bottle's little and it's just, I don't know, it's easy for her. I put on a bigger one of the P1 size Pampers, which is like the biggest preemie size, which really she takes the PS size best in the Pampers, for those of you like looking to know what size diaper works for this sculpt or something, similar sized. But anyway, I'm going to take this off of her. I actually, this bodysuit is Jamie K. It's actually a 0 to 3 month size, but I made it work for some photos because I just couldn't resist. So, but she's going to stay in her diaper just for her feeding, and then she's gonna get dressed in her new L'oved Baby sleeper. I got Oscar one in the gray, and she's got one in the mauve pink in the velour, which I'll show you all in a minute if you didn't see my haul yesterday. So her bottle's all set up, and it's got the lubricant, and it's nice and warm, and we'll see if she's ready to eat. Are you hungry, baby girl? So I announced her, I gave her a new name. I decided that Preemie Avi, I love that name, and I have new babies actually like picked out for that name, believe it or not. But I decided for her, I don't know, it just wasn't sticking. It wasn't resonating with me. She just doesn't seem like a Perrine too maybe fancy of a name for her. I don't know. So the name that I chose for her, which absolutely is sticking, is Brooklyn. So, introductions for the second time. Everybody, please welcome baby Brooklyn. Hello, Brookie. Brooklyn, I'm spelling it BROOKLYNNE. It's a long spelling. So it's not spelled like Brooklyn, New York. It's, got a nice feminine spelling to it, and I really like that spelling. A friend of mine's daughter is named Brooklyn with that spelling. She gave me the spelling for it, which was really sweet. And I love it. And it suits her because Brooklyn, it just, I guess it kind of reminds me of Brooklyn, New York, which is, she's got attitude. She's got a New York attitude. As my dear friend Diana says, she has a New York attitude. So I think Brooklyn is perfect for her, and it makes a difference in bonding with your new baby, to have the right name. So I definitely suggest, it's not something I do often. I actually posted about it asking like everyone, like I think I said it in a video too, and you all gave me comments. Like most of you say yes, you have at one point or another changed a baby's name after giving them a name and announcing it and everything. And I've done it only a couple times in the, I guess, like 5 years now that I've been collecting. But I have done it. Oscar was one I did it with. Oscar started out as Ozzy for a couple days, for those of you that remember that. So, and it is really, really important because, like, for the couple times that I changed, well, Oscar I had no problem bonding with, but his name just didn't feel right. I didn't have any problem bonding with her either, but it was the same thing. The name didn't feel right. And once I gave her Brooklyn and it stuck, it just, I don't know, I guess it just made me, like, it helps. It just helps. It just definitely helps. Right, baby girl? Are we taking this? I see the bubbles, but I know this goes down slow because she does have a small mouth and it's very shallow. So as you notice, it looks kind of like like I'm pushing. It's different than Oscar, where the whole thing is in his mouth and it's just kind of like this. That doesn't go with her because you have to give it the tug to get any of the water down. So, which is fine. I'm just saying, like all their mouths are different. And the preemies can have small little mouths. So she's taken some already. Let's see if we can give her a burp. So it's funny, in some of the discussions that have been going on in the doll community the past week, one thing that keeps coming up is people talking about the prices skyrocketing so much on the dolls, on the reborns and silicones. And it is of course true. The prices are they have been skyrocketing. They keep skyrocketing. I think everybody's like, oh my gosh, are they ever going to kind of level off? And as is, it's, they're costly dolls. They're costly critters. And as much as, like, because remember now, I am not an artist and I don't sell the dolls. I just, started painting in March, for those of you that are new. And I sold one doll. Yeah. And I will eventually sell more, but right now I'm just really painting for myself. For my collection. And it's so nice, because, it just, obviously it cuts down on the cost. I'm able to have some reborn sculpts that I really want, or just experience the sculpt to get to paint it, even if I'm, not going to keep it going forward. And it's so nice because obviously, even I was really struggling with the prices on the I guess quality of doll that I wanted. You know, after you've been collecting, you start to, you know, get picky. And so for, you know, what I wanted started really becoming out of my reach. And I'm just being honest there. So, you know, for me, taking up painting was a great option. Um, you know, I know there's been some, you know, snarky people that have commented, you know, because they're in the part of like, you know, I got a comment like, oh, well, if the prices of the dolls keep skyrocketing, even you won't be able to have these dolls anymore. But oh, don't worry, there's always, I don't know what they said, Paradise Galleries in Beringer or something. And I was like, first off, seriously? Paradise Galleries are really, really nice dolls. And second off, in case y'all haven't noticed, I'm painting my own reborns now. I mean, you know, like, but anyway, so I just was like, you know, clearly that person's not somebody that follows my channel and noticed the fact that, you know, like, no, not everybody can afford it. And even collectors that you see that have dolls in their collection because they, you know, got them a few years ago, maybe, you know, feeling the effects of the prices going up. But so it's hard not to be like, as a consumer, like, God, I wish they weren't up like that. But at the same token, because I am painting, I know the cost of the supplies and even the paint alone. Like the Genesis, you can barely get your hands on, like the varnish and stuff. And even the colors come in these little tiny jars that they charge so much for, whereas they used to be able to get them, in large, nice, big quantity for a lot less and save money. The prices on everything's going up. I mean, it makes sense. If you look around in the world, look at the price of food, look at the price of gas, the price of everything, you know, has skyrocketed. So, of course, the price of the dolls are going to go up because it's costing the artists much more to create the dolls. So, yeah, that's I just figured I'd like mention that to people that don't realize, like, they think like, oh, well, the dolls are popular and people want them, so, you know, artists are just raising their prices and they're getting greedy. I think that that's, you know, what people are looking or insinuating. And I just, again, I have to be honest, believe me, as a collector, as a consumer, and as a collector, I'd like to be able to gripe and say, ugh, it's greed, it's just too much, it's ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. But I can't, because knowing, you know, that everything's gone up and the supplies have gone up, even the cost of shipping from some places, everything has gone up. And it all adds up here and there. So I don't think anybody's, you know, being unreasonable. And you can, certainly, if you really wanted to, there are still artists that make very affordable reborns. They make budget babies, you know. no, they may not have the realism and stuff. Obviously, they're not going to have the realism that a doll that you're paying, you know, I don't know, 12, 15, 2,000, whatever on, but it's still a way to, have a reborn baby. And I find in bonding that having a connection to the artist, or even to the sculptor, if it's a special sculpt that you love, and the artist that paints the doll, it's important. And I don't mean like a connection, like a personal friendship or anything like that, because that's usually never gonna be the case. I just mean like even just following that artist's work, and like just falling in love with the dolls as you see them post, bringing them to life. I feel like that matters. Who's making the doll, to me it always matters, because their art, their objects, they have people's energy, and just how they're presented, and the artists that you could see, like a lot of artists that do the budget babies, they're doing it not to make money. They're doing it out of the love of the dolls and the hobby, and wanting to see people have, because obviously they're sitting in a position where they can afford to do that, to not really make money, to just cover the cost of the doll and the shipping, and what went into the doll, and or maybe they are making a little bit, but they're willing to paint inexpensive sculpts that like Bountiful Baby sculpts on sale. They're willing to use inexpensive hair. They're willing to use like the inexpensive plastic eyes as opposed to glass. Things like that. Whereas other artists don't want to put their work out there like that. They want everything premium, the best. They want to be working with the best supplies. Personally, I'm that way, but obviously I'm a collector, painting for myself, but even, whatever dolls I put out there, I wouldn't ever make anything less than what I would expect and want in my own collection. But again, it's everybody's, at different stages and levels of collecting, and and have built our preferences and things like that. So, we're all different. So that's what one person you can't go by. And yeah, I'm still, those of you that follow me, you all know, like, as a beginner painter, I love even the first doll, my Pip, my Sabian. I love him and enjoy him. The first few dolls I painted, they're in my collection, and I love them just as much as I love every other doll. Maybe even more, because I painted them myself. So, and I don't obviously have the experience behind me of, seasoned artists. So you gotta remember that. So it's just an option for some of you all to look into, to possibly paint yourself, if you feel that the cost has gone high and out of your reach. But I realize, like, it's definitely unfair to complain and say that that it's something else other than the fact that it's just everything's skyrocketing. And gosh, you know, people have a right to make a living off of their talents, you know. I mean, you would, right? You know, if that's putting the food on your table, if that's, you know, paying your bills and that's what you're doing as a source of income, you're gonna want to market and, you know, put your work up for as much as you can. And we all know the deal, like a doll is worth what, you know, somebody is willing to pay. And we as collectors set the stage for that. And in many ways it's us, you know. But obviously there's gotta be like a starting point which is gone up because of the supplies. That's what I should say. So, you know, we're all feeling the effects. So when's that gonna slow down? Everybody's like trying to, you know, predict, like, well, you know, when is it, where is it gonna stop skyrocketing? And we've been all saying this for a couple of years now. And I'm thinking, this is my answer, it'll stop so quickly climbing and skyrocketing, as we say, when everything else does. You know, when the supplies become more readily available and more affordable again. Yeah, that's another thing too. You know, artists are having a hard time even getting the supplies in the first place, which then makes the dolls even more valuable because they're making less, you know, and they're holding on to their reserve and their supplies because it's all they have and they can't get their hands on anymore. So it becomes like a supply and demand type thing. So here's the velour sleeper. It's L'oved Baby. It's from their velour collection. Oh, it's so soft. It's in the color mauve, and it's the preemie newborn size, which is their smallest size, which does fit preemies. Now this is going to be big on her. She'll be swimming in it, but you know, I got Oscar the one in the light gray, which, you know, has like a nice bluish look, and it's just for winter, looked so cozy and warm. And you know, there's not as much that, you know, style and places and things that you could shop for preemies as you can for, you know, other size babies. So, you know, I don't mind buying like a pricier sleeper or something cute. And of course for Oscar, get your little feet in here. I'm gonna have to unbutton that. I probably, if I washed this and dried it, would do better. I think it's gonna be hard to keep her feet in it, to be honest, but I'll say, get you all fed and changed and dry. Yeah, say hi, aunties. Hey, I'm gonna be matching my brother, and then mommy's gonna take some pictures. It's been raining all day. You'll hear that rain. Well, by the time you all watch this, it'll be raining yesterday. And then, so if you all are watching this Thursday, my husband will be going in for surgery tomorrow. And we'll be finding out tonight then if they are gonna cancel. But it's still, you know, it's close now, and there's, you know, not talk of canceling it. There was just like a, they just like let us know so we were aware like that it was a possibility that it could happen. But it seems, you know, as of now, they haven't completely shut down, you know, what they're doing here. So hopefully we'll be able to get them through. Because he wants and needs to get it done. I'm almost like, I'm less nervous probably than the last surgery, than the hip surgery he went in for. I feel like it's almost like I don't know, you start getting used to having surgeries or having your, you know, significant other, you know, your family members in your household having surgeries. I guess as people get older, we do get stuff. Most people have had some kind of surgery in their lifetime, which to me though is really weird, because it's like years and years ago, like they didn't even have all these different kinds of surgeries. But then again, people's life expectancies wasn't as long, so I guess that's part of it. But oh my goodness, look at you, look at you. Oh, look how cozy. So yeah, the feet are gonna, maybe if I put socks on her, it'll help grip, you know, keep her little feet in there. But the rest of it's adorable. She feels so cozy. And this is going to be such cute pictures. And what do y'all think of the color, the mauve? It's pretty nice on her. I like it. Yeah, she doesn't look bad. I think she probably looks better in like, I know she looks good in blue, actually. And creams and like she did look good in this color, the Jamie K and the purple. Like that looked, that darker like plum. It should look better probably in a plum color, but I would be too nervous to put plum on her, I think, in like a sleeper. I don't know. I believe this is all they had in this velvet. They only had the two like sleepers anyway, but they're nice for winter. They had to be the darn most expensive things on there, but the heart wants what the heart wants. I just wanted to get her something new. I really didn't shop for her because I just used, you know, clothes that I had, you know, because I have preemies and stuff, and I was discovering that, you know, some newborn fit her, which was really nice. I know some of you all like the clothes were really fitted, so that's not going to work for you. But for those of you that don't mind, or that like I do, the clothes to be big, to be oversized, because to me it's just so realistic as to what in life, you know. She got her love babies. Look at you, Brooklyn. She looks so cute. Well, there she is. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And make sure you smash that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more of little Brooke and all the other babies. Plus, in the description below, there's a link if you want to follow me on Instagram to see old pictures of my babies. And my channel does have an exclusive membership. So if you would like to further support my channel and come on in behind the scenes where I do exclusive live streams, and there's lots of perks. You can click the blue join button next to subscribe, or go in the description below. There's a link as well for membership. It's $1.99 a month. You can cancel it at any time. So for less than the price of a cup of coffee a month, you know, come on in, and we have a lot of fun in there, and it'll be nice to see you all in there. So, all right, everyone, I am going to wrap it up. I'm glad I got this recorded, so I'll at least have another video going out this week. I might withhold it till Friday because I did post Oscar's video today, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to get another one pre-recorded tonight so that I do have one to put up in between, you know, the days, you know, once hubby goes in for surgery, I'll be pretty much offline, you know, in that time for who knows how long. You never know how things wind up going. So, and of course, your prayers, you know, just that everything goes well and that he has a quick recovery and all that is always much appreciated. I appreciate all of you, and your comments are always appreciated. And all right, we'll see you all next time. God bless.